Normally the dashboard on this thing has little plastic clips around the windshield area, and you just can go in there and just sort of pull the clips out. But since this car is so old and people have worked on it, all the clips have broken, and now it's just been glued in here. So now what I have to do is come around with a sort of like a putty knife, and I'm just going to try to get the adhesive off. Someone even went through the trouble and actually made this really cool wooden grill for the speaker. They even painted it black and put that in there. I'm going to go ahead and remove the stock speaker. The stock speaker is supposed to have 4 screws in it, but this one only has 2. You'll have to actually remove the speedometer to get inside, and you'll see inside there's a bolt there, and on the other side there's another bolt right there. So those 2 bolts will need to be removed to get the dash out, and of course, like I said, you'll have to pull out the speedometer. I'm literally gonna just have to, because the glue is in here, I'm literally just going to have to try to pull it apart, and it's probably going to damage the dash. But I don't know if you can see in the camera, I already have a crack here and another crack over here. There's a 3rd crack over on this side, so the dash is going to have to get replaced anyways. But so I'm just going to lift the adhesive that's in here. The dash lifted off just like that. So once the dash is lifted up like this, down inside we have quite a few 10mm nuts that you'll need a socket to get to. Some of them you can see from the, you'll be able to get from the speaker once you remove the speaker. And we'll just unscrew that one there. There's 2 of them actually right next to the speaker. Another nut here, you can get that from just lifting up the dash. 6 inches or so, there's a nut on a bolt, put a nut that's there now to hold the dash into place. So we just work our way down, and then, so there's a total of 4 bolts, or 4 nuts that keep the top of the dash together here, and the whole top panel just comes off just like that. And on the defroster circuit here, there's just 3 plastic clips that keep it in place. There's 1 in the front of the car, 1 on the front of the car, and 2 in the back, that just hold up in place like that. Take those out. And then where the plastic clips, which this car, they're all broken, go into the metal dash, they actually have these little plastic sleeves in here to protect it. You can just see the little plastic sleeve that it has. And there's a total of 7. The easiest way of taking these out, these plastic sleeves, is actually just to pull them out through the bottom. The head will, if it's, these seem to be fairly pliable, and they just sort of pull through, and you can take those out, and that's what, like I said before, it actually keeps the dash panel into place.